and VGM Foundation, Coimbatore. I'm Dr. VG Mohan Prasad, Chairman of VGM Hospital. And as a gastroenterologist, I know pretty well that mind controls the body, the human health. It's very clear. And I fondly remember Swami Vivekananda's words. Swamiji said, we do not, diseases do not come unto us, but we invite them.
Yep.
Diseases do not come unto us, we invite them, says Swamiji. So if you have a strong mind, your body is strong. So, and people have very clearly shown. So after this 11 o'clock, I'm speaking for the World Digestive Day. So I'm going to speak on how the mind can regulate the gut microbiota. People have shown that Buddhist monks who did deep meditation had a very healthy gut microbial flora when compared to others. So this was published in British Medical Journal. The very prestigious BMJ published this. And, it's really amazing how many changes, neural, hormonal changes happen because of the mind. So if you know how to tame your mind and become its master, then the world is yours. Maybe even the cosmos is yours. That is exactly what today our esteemed, prestigious, international celebrity, Sri Sunil Parekh is going to speak on. And I'll take a couple of more minutes, one to speak on the topic again, and then, just give you a brief of Palakkad Tamil Research Center and, talking about the topic again. And they say that the world's journey is like a Rath Yatra, and the soul, your soul, and the mind and the intellect, all are involved here. Like the 5 horses or the 5 senses, and they go astray. You tie all the, there is a rath or a chariot. You tie the 5 horses to the chariot, okay, right? But you don't have any connectivity of holding them. There is nothing to hold them. Then imagine each horse will pull the chariot in different directions. So the chariot can move nowhere. So what happens is, if the reins hold the horses and there is somebody to hold the reins, then, it can be charioteered in the proper path that the chariot has to go. So there, and inside the, chariot sits the, owner. But however, the charioteer is the one who just drives the whole, chariot down. So you have to give a command. So the command is given by the wisdom, and then the mind, the intellect, controls the 5 senses, and then the journey can be smooth. So the human journey in the world is exactly like this. So everything is controlled by the deep mind, which is the subconscious mind. So which does, you cannot feel it, but yogis can do. Probably Sunilji can do, and his follower Prabhakar can do. Probably some of the enlightened souls can do. So this is the crux of today's discussion. I'm like you, I'm also a great fan of Sunil Parekhji's talks. It is like a pond of nectar. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says that if there is a pond full of nectar, he was asking one Swami Vivekananda, how would you enjoy it? Imagine you are a housefly and there is a vessel with nectar. How would you enjoy it? And Vivekananda said, I'll sit at the edge and keep drinking it. And Ramakrishna gave a grin and said, I will jump into it because it's nectar. So what? Why do you have to sit at the edge and taste it? Just jump into it. That is the sort of thing. So, you start listening to Sunilji. So his 5 a.m. club is very popular. I don't get up at 5 a.m. I hit the bed at 12 midnight. So it becomes a problem, though I would love to. So, but I'm sure the, all the listeners and viewers richly get benefited. One such example is Prabhakar. So there are many, many more. And so grateful to you, sir, for joining us on this platform. We are all really blessed today. It's a blessed Sunday for us. And this will be posted in the, our website, PGM Foundation website. So, and it's on the YouTube. So this link can be shared with thousands and millions, whoever wants to watch, even at a later date, at any point of time, people can watch. And I'm very grateful to Professor Rajaram, who made this, whole program possible, because he was the one who said, we should make a program and then give this benefit to the community. So every month we are doing one topic, which may be on humor, which may be on literature, which may be on medicine, which may be on health, happiness, whatever. So over to Professor Rajaram sir, who is the mastermind of the whole program, to officially introduce Sunil Parekh, and then the platform will be handed over to him. Thank you so much. Rajaram sir, are you there? Rajaram sir?
He just has to unmute maybe.
Yeah,
just
please unmute sir. Rajaram sir, you're muted. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respected chief guest of this morning, Mr. Sunil Parekh, popular international success coach, transformation leader, mind power expert, keynote speaker, and author. Ever jubilant Dr. V.G. Mohan Prasad, chairman of the reputed VGM Hospital, chairman of VGM Foundation, a very active Rotarian. Dr. Madhura Prasad Suman, who is to propose the vote of thanks, he is a very competent medical gastroenterologist. And Mr. Prabhakar Pathasarathi and all those people who are really interested in a talk like this, a talk show like this. This particular program, that is the monthly program, this talk show, was inaugurated by Dr. Sudha Seshayan, formerly Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Medical University. And this idea of this particular seminar was given by my doctor, my good friend, my mentor, Dr. Lakshmi Pati, whom Dr. Mohan Prasad also knows personally well. Today's program is very interesting. It should be interesting because he has stated in the 21st century, if you want to thrive very well in the 21st century, human beings need to use more of their inner potential, their minds. In Tamil, Bharatiyar and Thiruvalluvar spoke of this inner potential, mind. In Bharatiyar, he has spoken about the mind. I will put it in Tamil. Manandan Satru, Ade Kotuvam Varungal, Vettayaduvam Varungal. Mind. If you are not able to overcome the mind, you are absolutely no good in your profession or in your job or something like that. The mind can be man's best friend. It can be man's worst foe. That's what Parekh has said. The mind can be man's best friend and it can be man's best foe, enemy. The mind can make or break a person. Mind has got the power to make a person and also to break a person. So, this Sunil Parekh, an IITN and master degree holder in computer engineering from US, is a mind power expert. He has started a journey of understanding the mind and its potential in the year 1909. Anything is possible. If you use the mind properly, anything is possible. Impossibility is a word which is seen in the dictionary of fools. Nothing like impossible. Impossibility is a word which is seen in the dictionary of fools. And this particular person, the today's chief guest, Dr. Sunil Parekh is a notable personality, goes all over the world, all over the globe, conducting periodical lectures. Very useful to school going, college going students, and also corporate individuals and people from all walks of life. So, Dr. Parekh has specialized, in fact, he has been trained by his guru, by his success coach, Mr. Jack Canfield, who is the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul and the Success Principles. And you should know, this particular person, Mr. Sunil Parekh, knows the inside and outside of a person. The solution is there for you. In life, you will be able to come across a lot of problems. There should be a solution for each and every problem. That means you have to be stress-free. You should be able to use the other side of the brain. The solution exists inside and not outside. Wonderful. The solutions of a given problem exist inside and not outside. In fact, I am a literature man. The poet speaks from the unconscious self. He uses his unconscious self. If he fails to use his unconscious self, his poetry may not be useful for the literary world. That is called the contemporary literature. The poet should use the unconscious self. Poetry, the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. That is Wordsworth. If you got, that is, if poetry indulges in powerful feelings, we have to use the unconscious self. So, Mr. Sunil Parekh, international success coach, transformation leader, mind power expert, keynote speaker and author, is going to speak on the particular subject that is transformational, that is how to transform your mind to solve any given problem. We are in fact really fortunate to have him amongst us, and I am really thankful to Dr. Mohan Prasad for bringing online, virtually, Dr. Sunil Parekh to this program. Without Dr. Mohan Prasad, he is a busy practitioner, of course. Gastroenterologist is a busy practitioner. He gets time to show, to indulge in other activities, public activities like Rotary Club and all that. So may I request Dr. Sunil Parekh, the international success coach, to put forth his, what is called his policies, that is how to use the brain. The 21st century, the policy is, if you are unable to use your brain, your mind, the mind should be, you'll be able to control the mind, you will be a failure. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
May I request esteemed Sunil Parekh to deliver his talk?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. V.G. Mohan. Thank you, Dr. Rajaraman. And a big thank you to my dearest friend, Dr. Ji, who has invited me here, and to all the entire audience present here to go through this talk. So like we heard in the introduction, mind can be your best friend, mind can be your worst enemy. I'm going to just share my PPT so that you will be able to appreciate what I'm going to share with all of you today, okay? Just give me a moment. So today's topic is going to be unleashing the power of the subconscious mind. Just one second, there's some noise in the background. Okay. So the topic is unleashing the power of your subconscious mind for health and happiness. We all want to be fit and healthy all our life, till the last day of our life. We want to be happy, we want to be successful. But what are the true secrets of success, happiness, great health, wonderful relationships? So this was a question which always used to bother me. You know, so in spite of me studying at the IIT, which is obviously one of the prestigious institutes in the country, I had my own share of problems and challenges and obstacles. And I was always like thinking like, what is the real secret of success? So when I was in that quest of trying to understand what really creates success and happiness and good health and all of that, I came across a book which is called The Silva Mind Control. This is a book which introduced me to the power of the subconscious mind. And from that day onwards, my entire way of living my life, the way I think, everything changed for me. And that is my attempt today, is to share with you what I learned through this book and lots of my teachers and my gurus across the world. Okay? So let us begin with the first slide. It says the human mind. There are two aspects of the human mind. The first one is, like we already said, the mind can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy if it is not controlled. It can really take us in the wrong place. Okay? The other saying of the mind related to the mind is something which Napoleon Hill said. He said, whatever the human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So there are two aspects. If we really learn how to use our mind in the right way, we can literally achieve anything. The other hand is, if we don't take care of the mind, it can take us in a very wrong place, in bad health, bad relationships, all of that. But how does this happen is what we're going to try and understand today. Okay. There's been a lot of research on the mind. In fact, even the most successful people were studied. And what they found out is that even the most successful and the most healthiest people in the world, they are able to use maximum 10% of their minds. That means 90% is unutilized. In fact, they did some research on Albert Einstein because he is supposed to be one of the most brilliant scientists of the past century. And they found out that even Albert Einstein used about 5% of his mind. So if Albert Einstein used only 5%, there's some noise in the background here. If Albert Einstein used only 5% of his mind, guess what we are using? Hardly anything. So why is this so? Why is it that we are using so little of our mind? The answer is very simple. Nobody has really taught us about the mind. No school, no college, no institution teaches us about the mind. And imagine, mind is the place where we think. And if we don't know how to use the mind can be thinking anything. And then we end up creating so much unnecessary stuff in our life. So the unfortunate thing is that the knowledge of the mind is missing in our educational system. So let us begin with the basics. What is the mind? So there's a tendency to get confused between the brain and the mind. Like whenever we talk about the mind, we always point here. But is this really the mind? No. This is actually the brain. So then what is the difference between the brain and the mind? The best way to understand this is to look at a computer system. You know, the computer system has two major parts, hardware and software, right? So if you have a computer which is very, very powerful, but if there is no software inside, will it work? No, it has no meaning. It's just like a box which has no life, no nothing inside, you know. The brain is also just like the hardware. It is a very, very powerful instrument. But to use the brain, you need something called the mind. Because without the mind, the brain has no value. See, even if you look at a dead body, even the dead body has a brain, right? But because there's no life, there is no mind, the brain has no value. So in simple language, we can say the brain is like the hardware. The mind is like the software. Now, the hardware may be very, very powerful, but if the software is not right, then the results are going to be bad, or it can be low results. The quality of the results will depend on the quality of the software. Same way, the quality of results in our life depends on the quality of our thinking, our belief systems. So our thinking and beliefs, both of them come from the mind. So even though the brain is so powerful, if the mind is not thinking in the right way, if our belief systems are flawed, and if we believe the wrong things, then unfortunately it will give us the wrong results. That is why understanding the mind is so important. How many minds do we really have? There are actually multiple theories for that, but we're going to keep it very simple today, okay? We're just going to divide the mind into two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. So we've all seen an iceberg in the movie called Titanic, right? So our mind is exactly like the iceberg. The part which is above the water is similar to the conscious mind, which is approximately 10% of the mind. And the subconscious mind is like the bottom portion of the iceberg, which is approximately 90% of the mind. Now, this part of the iceberg, as you can see, it is hidden below the water. Same way, the power of the subconscious mind is the hidden power which exists within us. It is our inner potential. It is our inner powers, which most people are not aware of. There's approximately only 5% of the people on the planet who really understand the subconscious mind. Now imagine this mind is not, if it is not utilized, or if it is utilized in the wrong way, it can create all kinds of wrong results. So today our focus is going to be on understanding the power of the subconscious mind, because we're going to use it to create health, happiness, success, anything that you wish to create in your life. Okay? So now let us first try to understand the difference between both the minds. The first difference we've already seen. The conscious mind is approximately 10% of the mind. The subconscious mind is 90% of the mind. The conscious mind is like a boss. Now, what is the role of the boss? To give orders, to give commands, to give direction, guidance. So the conscious mind is the one who gives commands. The subconscious mind is like a subordinate who will simply take the command and execute the command without asking questions. Okay. So the subconscious mind, the only problem is it'll never ask you questions. Whatever you tell it, it's simply going to execute. The conscious mind demands. The subconscious mind simply supplies whatever the conscious mind is demanding. Now, in order to understand this even better, let's try to recall a story which we heard in the childhood. We heard a story about Aladdin and his magic lamp, right? So one day, Aladdin finds a beautiful lamp. Now he looks at the lamp, it is kind of oldish, but he doesn't know that there is a genie inside it. Now when he got into some trouble, he looked at the lamp and he said, there's something in this lamp which I'm not able to understand. And because it was dirty, he started cleaning the lamp. And as soon as he started rubbing the lamp, out came the genie. And the genie said, your wish is my command. So the reason here we are comparing the subconscious mind with the genie is because, like the genie will only say only one thing, your wish is my command, your subconscious mind will always say only one thing, your wish is my command. So if you get up in the morning and if things are not going right, okay, and you say today's day is only bad, remember there's a genie sitting inside. The genie will simply look up and say, your wish is my command. And he gets into execution. Now, because you've said that the day is bad, the genie is going to create all the conditions in the day which is going to make the day bad. I'm sure all of you have experienced this, that when you start your day by saying today's day is only bad, everything seems to be going wrong in the day. You get stuck in a traffic jam, you go to an ATM, there is no cash there, you reach your office, the boss is upset, the customers are upset, everything goes wrong. And the full day we end up saying only one thing, God knows what's happening today. Today is horrible. Now, honestly ask yourself one question. Is the day really bad? No. If the day was bad, then it should have been bad for everybody, no? How did the day become bad for us? The reason is we have not understood the power of our subconscious mind. Whatever we are asking for, subconscious mind is simply delivering. The biggest problem with the genie is the genie will never ask you questions. It's not going to judge you. It's not going to question you. Whatever you ask for, the genie will simply deliver. Okay? So imagine from today onwards, always imagine that there is a genie sitting inside you, a little genie sitting inside you, and the genie is always looking up. Why is the genie always looking up? Because the genie is monitoring your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, the genie is converting it into reality. Whatever you're speaking, the genie is simply listening and converting it into reality. So we need to remember there's a genie sitting inside, okay? Now to understand this even better, we can compare the conscious mind with a gardener. What is the role of the gardener? First of all, he will select what tree he wants. Then he's going to buy the seeds from the market. Then he's going to sow the seeds and he's going to nurture the seeds. So his job is to bring the seeds, put the seeds on the ground, and then water it every day to take care of it. The subconscious mind is like a fertile piece of land. Now, will the land ever ask you a question? Why are you putting the seed in me? Land doesn't have the capacity to ask you a question. Whatever seed you put in, it is going to deliver exactly that into your life. So if you put in the seed of an apple tree, can you expect something else to come out? No. As you sow, so shall you reap. Well, your subconscious mind is exactly like a fertile piece of land. Whatever you're sowing in this land is what your subconscious mind is delivering to you. Okay. Now, how are you asking for things? You ask for things in 5 ways. Okay, I'm going to show you how we install seeds into the subconscious mind. We install seeds in the subconscious mind through our thoughts. So whatever we're thinking in our mind is going into the subconscious mind like seeds. Every thought is like a seed. Every word you speak from your mouth is like a seed. Every picture that you hold in your mind is like a seed. Every feeling that you hold here is like a seed. And every action that you take is like a seed. So imagine in a day you get 60,000 thoughts. That's the minimum. People who think too much, they get up to 90,000 thoughts. Look at the quality of thoughts that we have. Whenever I ask a question to the audience, which do you get more? Do you get more positive thoughts or do you get more negative thoughts? Maximum people across the world, they tell me, sir, I don't know why, but I get negative thoughts. Okay. So imagine the number of negative seeds we are putting into the subconscious mind every day. Yeah. When we speak words, we are not mindful of what we are speaking. The word has the power to create your world. Whatever you're speaking from here with conviction becomes a reality in your life. So whenever we're speaking words, oh, this is not working, it's not possible, I can't do this, we are putting seeds in the subconscious mind. Or the flip side, today is an awesome day. I can definitely do this. I know it's possible. Something good is definitely going to come out of this situation. So when we're using positive words, we're putting positive seeds. When we're holding negative pictures in our mind, what's going to happen to me? Will I have the money to sustain my life? What if my health goes bad? People hold all these kind of pictures of fear in their mind. Sometimes they hold like really negative pictures in their mind. Those pictures are also going into your subconscious mind, my dear friends. And your feelings. If you're feeling sad, we're putting seeds of sadness. What is the genie going to say? Your wish is my command. So the genie starts working to create more sadness in your life. But in place of that, if you're happy, somebody who's always happy, and you're spreading happiness, what are the seeds you're putting in? Seeds of happiness. What is the genie going to say? Your wish is my command. And he is going to apply his infinite intelligence. Remember, the land can convert any seed into reality. Converting a small seed into a tree is nothing less than infinite intelligence, my dear friends. Imagine a small seed converting into a tree which gives you thousands of apples. This is not a small thing. No human being can do this. This is the work of nature, which is infinite intelligence at play. So whenever you're giving a command to your subconscious mind, the subconscious mind is using its infinite intelligence to convert it into reality. So if you're feeling happy, you're putting seeds of happiness, the subconscious mind will do anything and everything to make sure it brings in more happiness into your life. Now, don't happy people have problems in their life. Of course, they have problems in their life. But they have chosen to be happy, and that is why they attract more and more happiness in their lives. Okay, my dear friends. And the last is, of course, actions. If we hurt somebody, more hurt will come into our life. If we do goodness, we get goodness into life. Whatever we are sowing is what we are reaping. What we are giving out is what we are getting back. Isn't that the fundamental iron law of the universe? As you sow, so shall you reap. But this law also applies to our mind. That is why we need to be very mindful of the quality of seeds that we're putting in. Now, I'd like to suggest a very small exercise here to actually shift our thinking. That is called the practice of gratitude. I believe that in any moment, we really have only two choices. First is count your problems. Second is count your blessing. Okay. So A lot of people tell me, sir, you've been practicing this for more than 2 decades now. I'm assuming you don't have any problems in your life. But that is not true, my dear friends. If you ask me, I can give you a list of 50 problems. Oh, this problem, that, this problem, that. So now if I'm counting my problems, he doesn't listen to me, she doesn't listen to me, this problem, that problem, this problem, that problem. What are the seeds am I putting in the ground? The seeds of problems. My dear friend, be ready for more problems to come into your life if you keep counting your problems. It is a guaranteed iron law of the universe. The more you count your problems, the more you will attract problems into your life. Now, the universe is very, very kind and it is very, very benevolent. Whatever you ask for, it's going to give you 10x. So now imagine if you're counting your problems, how many problems are going to come into our life? 10x. What is the second option? Count your blessings. Aren't we all really blessed people? Like, what is the first thing we can be grateful for as soon as we get up in the morning? The very fact that we are alive, that we are still breathing. There's so many people on the planet who go to sleep in the night and they don't get up in the morning. The worldwide statistic says that every single night, 2.5 lakh people go to sleep and they don't get up in the morning. The very fact that we get up in the morning itself is a blessing. So if you start your day with saying, thank you, God, that I'm alive today, one more day to serve my family, to serve my customers, to serve the world at large. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, God, that my hands are working. Thank you, my eyes are working. Look at the countless blind people on the planet. They're not able to see. Like imagine putting a blindfold around your eyes for one day and just trying to live one day without your eyes. You realize the importance of your eyes. But have we ever said thank you to the eyes that I can see the world? No. We just take things for granted. Have we said thank you for the presence of our parents in our life? Have we said thank you for the water that's coming in the washroom? Have you ever said thank you to the food which is being served on the table? We take so many things for granted. So I would like to suggest to you a very powerful practice, though a very, very simple, but a very powerful practice. And that is maintaining a gratitude journal. Buy a beautiful notebook. Call it My Gratitude Journal. So this is like My Gratitude Journal, okay? My Gratitude Journal. And every morning, when you get up, you're going to spend 10 minutes in silence, writing down all the things you're grateful for. You're going to spend 7 minutes minimum, 7 to 10 minutes, writing down all the things you're grateful for. Now, what's going to happen? The moment you say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God, for my hands, thank you for my legs, thank you for my family, thank you for the electricity, thank you for the technology, you are sending out a very powerful vibration to the universe. Gratitude is considered to be the highest frequency in the universe. Now, when you send out a very powerful signal of gratitude, what's going to come into your life? More blessings. Like I said, the universe is very kind. You're going to receive 10x blessings. So, my dear friends, the best way to start your day is to practice gratitude. Take a nice, beautiful notebook and just write down for 7 to 10 minutes with a lot of feelings. The feelings are very important. Don't do anything mechanically, okay? Mechanically doing things doesn't make sense. Like whenever you don't have a feeling, just ask yourself, what if my hand was not working today? Then you start feeling, wow, I'm so lucky that my hand is working today. What if my parents were not there today? And you start realizing the importance of the presence of your parents in your life today. So with those feelings, express gratitude and you will see your life turning around 360 degrees. Everything in your life will start changing. Guaranteed. Okay. So please do this little exercise every day and you will see how beautifully your life turns around. Okay. So now let's move forward to the next part. So the moment you start, practicing gratitude, you're installing very powerful feelings into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind simply responds by saying, your wish is my command. Let me bring in more blessings into your life. Okay. Now let's move forward. The conscious mind works only when we are awake because the gardener can only work when he is awake. The subconscious mind works 24 hours. Because once you put the seed in the ground is going to work on the seed for 24 hours. Now, we can use our subconscious mind even while we are sleeping, because the subconscious mind is working even while you are sleeping. So if you are giving a command to your subconscious mind before you go to sleep, the subconscious mind is going to work on it for all through the night and give you solutions in the morning. Now, let me give you a little tip. Whenever you are asking for a solution, whenever you're looking to solve a problem or to achieve a goal, just before going to sleep, sit on your bed, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, then ask your inner self, how do I solve this problem? It's almost like you're talking to your genie. How do I solve this problem? Please give me the solution when I get up in the morning. And then with that thought, go to sleep. What is the genie going to do? It's going to work throughout the night. When you get up in the morning, it's going to give you a solution. Have you noticed that you get a lot of ideas when in the washroom, when you're in the shower? You get ideas because your subconscious mind is telling you, do this, meet this person, send this, make this phone call, do this. It's your mind which is giving you ideas when you get up in the morning. Okay. So you can use your subconscious mind to solve any problem, achieve any goal. If you want to achieve a goal and you're not able to find out how, before sleeping, ask yourself, ask your mind, how should I achieve this goal? Give me some ideas when I get up in the morning. Give this command to your subconscious mind, go to sleep, and the mind is going to work on it all through the night, apply its infinite intelligence, and give you answers in the morning. Okay. Now, some students come and tell me, sir, if there is a genie inside me, then all my goals should be achieved. Why is it that my goals are not getting achieved? That is because your conscious mind is like a logical mind. Okay, it's basically called the logical mind. I just explained to you how this works. So if you look at the mind can be shown as this picture. This is the mind. Let's divide it into two parts. This is the conscious mind. This is the subconscious mind. Now, whenever you are thinking a thought, I want to achieve this. This thought is first analyzed by the conscious mind, because your conscious mind is basically your logical mind. It is doing all the thinking. It is doing all the analysis, doing all the judgments, and all the reasoning. Whenever you're thinking of a goal, I want to buy a BMW car. The logical mind is going to start thinking, how much does a BMW car cost? How much money do you have in the bank? What is your income? And within a microsecond, it's going to tell you this is not possible. And the command gets rejected. So the thought that I want to buy a BMW is rejected by the mind. And that is why the mind is not able to help you to achieve the goal. Like suppose somebody is suffering from cancer. The person says, I want to heal myself completely. The mind says, are you crazy? Look at the world. When people get cancer, this is what happens. This is what person A, this happened, person B, this happened, person C, this happened. And in just a microsecond, the mind rejects the idea and says, not possible. When the mind says not possible, then the treatments will also not work the way they're supposed to work. Whatever treatments doctors give, unfortunately, they don't give the kind of results that they should be giving. But haven't we seen so many people coming out of cancer also? Even fourth stage of cancer. We have examples of that in our participants coming out of fourth stage of cancer. Why? Because the mind believes that anything is possible. And when the mind believes that, yes, I can come out of it, then all the treatments will also start working beautifully. They will start attracting the right doctors, the right treatments, the right medicines, and all of that, because the genie goes to work and does anything and everything to make that a possibility. Okay. So goals don't get achieved because the logical mind is not willing to accept the idea. But so that is why it is like acting like a watchman on the gate of the subconscious mind. What does the watchman do? Let's say this is the gate of the subconscious mind. He's standing on the gate, and whatever people are trying to get into the gate, the watchman checks his identity card and says, please show me your identity card. If the watchman is convinced, he is going to allow the person to enter the building. If the watchman is not convinced, the watchman will say, please go back. So your conscious mind is like a watchman. It doesn't allow those thoughts to go inside the subconscious mind, which it doesn't believe in. But whatever thoughts you believe in, those thoughts are allowed to go into the subconscious mind. And once the thought is planted into the subconscious mind, it is like putting a seed in the ground. Your subconscious mind is like a fertile piece of land. And once you put the seed in the ground knows exactly what to do to convert the seed into reality, isn't it? The ground has infinite intelligence. It is nature which is operating and converting the seed into reality. But if the seed doesn't go into the ground, how can the subconscious mind help you? So that is why Napoleon Hill says, whatever the human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So I have let's say I have a thought that I want to create this in my life. And then I believe in the thought. The thought will become a reality. Of course, it takes time. Any seed to convert into reality will take years and years, but it will become a reality. So think about visionaries, visionaries who have dreams, big dreams. Like Mahatma Gandhi had a dream that he wants to help India get freedom. Dhirubhai Ambani had a dream that he wants to create Reliance. In spite of not being even a graduate, he was able to create Reliance. Why? Because he believed in his dream. So whatever the mind believes in, it can achieve. But if the logical mind comes in the way, then it stops us from achieving that goal. Okay. So that is why the conscious mind is called the logical mind, the watchman, and the subconscious mind is called the creative mind, which has infinite intelligence. It's exactly like the fertile piece of land, which has the ability to convert any seed into reality. Doesn't matter what seed you're putting in. So that intelligence is there inside you, my dear friends. And to give you an example of that intelligence, look at your own body. See how complex your machine is. There is no other complex machine which is as complex as the human body. And the human body is running effortlessly. Like, do you have to worry about how your heart is beating? It's happening automatically. Do you have to worry whether the food which you ate in the morning is digesting inside? No, it is all happening automatically. How is it all being taken care of? It is by that intelligence which is doing all that inside us. Suppose there is a big cut on the hand. What will the doctor do? He'll put a nice bandage. He will nicely take care of it. But who's doing the actual healing of the body, of the cut? It's the intelligence within your body. Let's say there's a fracture. The bone is broken. What will the doctor do? He'll place a nice plaster to make sure that it doesn't get dislocated and all of that. But who's healing the bone? It is the intelligence within the body which is healing the bone. And that is why doctors also on the top of the prescription write, I treat, he heals. That is why doctors write that. The RX on the top of the prescription is, I treat, he heals. Because that intelligence is there within you, my dear friends. And if we let that intelligence work properly, it will never make you sick. You will always stay fit and healthy all your life. That is why it is said 90% diseases are connected with the mind. They're psychosomatic in nature. But what's the good news? If you take care of your mind, the body will never fall sick. Okay? That's the ultimate goal, that can we stay, fit and healthy all our lives? And yes, it's possible. Conscious mind has human power. The conscious mind only knows what we have studied through our educational system, what we have been told, whatever knowledge we have gathered, that's called our consciousness. That is the only thing we know. But do we really know everything? No. The subconscious mind is the one which knows everything, because the subconscious mind is connected to the divine forces of nature. It's like the fertile piece of land. When you put the seed in the ground, it is the infinite intelligence of the universe which is converting the seed into reality. That means your subconscious mind is connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe, that power which runs the whole universe. So if you connect with your inner self, and if you tap into this intelligence is willing to give you all the answers. That is why we say the solutions to most complex problems of life exist inside and not outside. Like how Dr. Rajaraman said that if a poet wants to write a poetry, the poetry comes from inside, from the intelligence, not from the conscious mind. It comes from within. That is why you can never ask the poet, please sit down and write a poetry. It will never happen. The poet has to go in his own zone and he gets an inspiration from within. And then when he gets an inspiration and he sits down, the entire poetry will come out so beautifully. That is coming from the intelligence. Where do all the inventions come from? Like Thomas Alva Edison discovered the electric bulb. Where did that bulb come from? It is the intelligence from within. When the coronavirus came, where did the vaccine come from? When the scientists were trying to discover the vaccine, they have to tap into the intelligence of the mind to come up with a formulation which can deal with the coronavirus. All the inventions, everything comes from your subconscious mind, my dear friends. And this power exists within us. The only thing is we need to learn how to use this power. Okay, so if we've understood the difference between both the minds, we'll very quickly understand the powers of both the minds. The conscious mind is basically called the logical mind. It does all your thinking, logic, analysis, judgment, and reasoning. It helps us to take decisions. It helps us to take actions. It is basically the mind which helps you to identify and seize opportunities. Like today, this program was announced, right, to the entire audience. It went to thousands of people maybe, but there were only a few people who picked it up and said, yes, I need to attend this program. That is your conscious mind, which becomes aware to an opportunity which is presented. It seizes the opportunity and it takes action. If the conscious mind is not alert, then the opportunity cannot be seen. So identifying and seizing opportunities at the right time, at the right place, in the right way is the role of the conscious mind. Conscious mind also controls our IQ, intelligence quotient. So IQ indicates the amount of intelligence a person has. Higher the IQ, higher is the intelligence. But does high intelligence always equal to high success? Not really. You will see so many highly intelligent people not doing well in their life. Why is that? Not that they don't have the intelligence. The problem is they're not able to control their minds. They're not able to control their emotions. When they come across difficult situations, the mind gets distracted, disturbed, sad, upset, angry, irritated, frustrated, depressed, and giving up. So the intelligence may be very high, but if we don't have the ability to deal with our emotions, then everything starts to fall down and we're not able to really create success in our life. Let's look at the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, the first power is the power to create and attract anything that is required to fulfill the wish. Like the land will do anything to convert the seed into reality. Once the seed is placed in the subconscious mind, it will do anything to make it a reality. It'll attract the right people, events, opportunities, situations. It's going to draw everything towards you to make your wish come true. So if you even try to recall your past, your own life, if you look at your own life, whenever you truly desired something and you worked really hard on it, you found that all the pieces came together and you were able to accomplish that goal. You met some right people, you got the resources, you got some ideas and opportunities, and all those things came together and you were able to accomplish the goal. And when you accomplished the goal, you said, oh my God, how did this happen? It was such a difficult goal, yet I made it happen. That was your subconscious mind at play, my dear friends. It was working for you. Now, your subconscious mind is also an inner guidance system. It always guides you, whether in the right direction or the wrong direction, which is called your gut feeling, your intuition, your inner feeling, which tells you whether you are going in the right direction or the wrong direction. Whenever a doctor is performing a surgery, obviously he has a lot of knowledge which he has gained, but his intuition at that moment is what is the most important thing, because you don't have everything in the medical texts. But there is intuition inside which tells them this is what I should do, this is what I should not do in that moment. And that's what really makes the operation successful, isn't it? It's your inner guidance system which is guiding you all the time. Your subconscious mind is also known as your creative mind. It has got infinite intelligence. We already spoke about this. And your subconscious mind is basically like a hard disk. It stores all the patterns of your life. Whatever has happened to you so far in your life, whatever has happened is all stored in the subconscious mind. Okay? So everything that you've seen, everything you've heard, everything that you've experienced is all stored in the subconscious. Some of this we don't remember, but everything is stored in the subconscious mind. If you look at when a person is a human being is born, the baby is born like this, absolutely perfect, very, very strong and very, very powerful. But imagine what happens to this baby. The baby's hard disk is empty. There's nothing in the subconscious mind right now. The brand new baby is like a brand new computer. It's just born. Now, who programs the computer? The programmer. Who programs the baby? The parents. Whatever is told to the child gets installed into the subconscious mind. It is the environment which the baby is brought up which makes the biggest difference to the child's life. Between 0 to 7 years is the time when the child gets programmed, the subconscious mind gets programmed. Why? Because when a child is born, the child doesn't have a conscious mind. So whatever is told to the child will simply believe it. So let's say you tell the child that you are very powerful. The child is not going to question you. You are very capable. You are my princess. You are my king. If you give this command, the child will simply accept the command and it becomes part of the subconscious mind. Now, if you tell the child, money is the root of all evil, the child will even catch this program. You are stupid. You're not good enough. You're not capable. Mother-in-laws are bad. Imagine the kind of programming that happens. Everything that is told to the child between 0 to 7 years forms the foundation of the child. The thinking, the mindset, the belief systems, everything is formed mostly between 0 to 7 years. That is why it is called the formative years of the child. And this entire thing which is told to the child becomes our beliefs. If we are told in childhood, don't listen to anybody, you cannot trust anybody. So the child will catch a program, people are not trustworthy. And somewhere we start believing that is the fact, and then we are not able to trust people. Okay, so this, what we can conclude from here is that all our beliefs that are sitting in the subconscious mind, that is driving our thinking. Our thinking drives our actions, and our actions drives our results. So what it means is that the results that we get in our life is directly connected with what is there in our subconscious mind. It's our belief systems. Okay. Therefore, you can say that the results in our life are controlled by our mindset or our beliefs. What we believe in will become true for us. Now, let's look at a few health beliefs. You will see these beliefs which are very common. As one grows old, health problems are bound to happen. Why? Should we really have health problems as we grow older? No, it's not required. But when you hold a belief that as one grows old, health problems are bound to happen, then the mind will start behaving that way and will start creating problems in your life. My parents have diabetes, so I will also get diabetes. Who said? But because the program is so strong that my parents have diabetes, so I will also have diabetes. That is the genetic inheritance of the genetic code, which is transferring diabetes. But what research has proved now, which is called epigenetics, is that if the mind is conditioned in the right way, then the person will not get diabetes. My age is catching up. I'm forgetting everything. Never say these words, because the subconscious mind will simply say, your wish is my command, and you'll start forgetting things. Stress is bound to happen. Unless you're not stressed, you're not working. Such a flawed belief system. So many people say, unless I'm not stressed, I'm not working. That is why stress is considered to be normal. And my dear friends, 90% diseases are connected with stress, as all the doctors know this. So if you're able to keep our mind de-stressed, then your immune systems will work, your entire organs will work beautifully, the energy flow in the body is beautiful, the pran shakti is beautiful, the body will never fall sick. It is stress which creates all the problems. Okay? So if we want to change our results, change our subconscious programming. We're just going to take a few more minutes. I know we're running a little behind, beyond time. I hope that is okay. But I'm just going to share a quick 7-step formula on how you can use your mind to actually bring about changes in your life. Whatever programming has been done in the past has been done, but is there a way to change the programming? Yes, there is a way to change the programming. Okay, so we'll quickly cover a 7-step method on how you can use your subconscious mind to actually achieve health, wealth, happiness, whatever you want. So I'm going to quickly take you through this. Okay, step number 1, decide what you want. First step is we need to understand exactly what we want. To take a notebook, write down exactly what you want in your life. Your health, relationships, business, career, money, all aspects of life. Write it down in detail because the genie loves clarity. Step number 2, create some tools to remind you what you want. Because the mind is like a monkey, it will forget what you want. So create a nice goal book. You can take a nice scrap book like this. Just create a goal book, write down all your goals. This is what I want. Put some pictures of the goals. Pictures have a big importance for the subconscious mind. The pictures directly go into your subconscious mind, okay? So create a goal book, create like a beautiful vision board where you can put pictures and put that in your bedroom. Because you want to show those pictures to your subconscious mind every single night before you go to sleep. You can show a report which is showing all your parameters are normal. Like you've done a recent blood test and all that at a diagnostic lab. Show that all the reports are normal. And show this picture to your subconscious mind every single night before you go to sleep. For health, you can create something like this, some beautiful pictures. You're exercising, you're eating the right foods, you're meditating, you're fit and healthy, whatever you want. Put the picture and put it in front of you. Step number 3, connect with your genie every single night. Now your genie is sitting inside you. How are you going to connect with your genie? So you have to take your mind into what is known as the alpha state of mind if you want to connect with the genie. Now, what is the alpha state of mind? We have our mind has 4 states. When we are completely awake, it is beta state. When you are in the meditative state, you are in the alpha state. When you go to sleep, you are in the theta state. When you're unconscious, you are in the delta state. In order to connect with the genie, you have to go into the alpha state. That means your mind has to be calm and peaceful. Now, the alpha state is achieved just before you go to sleep. Because without going into alpha state, let's say you are awake here, without going into alpha state, you cannot fall asleep. So 45 minutes before sleeping, you have to hold the pictures of what you want in your life, then go to sleep. That is why never look at horrible serials, TV news, any negativity before you go to sleep, because all of that is going into your subconscious mind. So connect with your genie every single night before you go to sleep. How do you do that? Just before sleeping, sit up on your bed, close your eyes, calm yourself down, take a few deep breaths, and then visualize in your mind what you want to create in your life. You must hold the picture in your mind of whatever you want to create in your life. And you can even use words. Wow, I'm so happy that I've achieved this goal. I'm so happy today that I'm completely fit and healthy. All my parameters are completely normal. This is called visualization and affirmations. See the pictures and speak the words within yourself. And with those thoughts, go to sleep. Now, when you do this programming every day, like planting a seed in the subconscious mind. When you plant the seed in the subconscious mind will start working on it for 24 hours. Even our subconscious mind will start working on that goal for 24 hours and trying to figure out how to make it a reality for you. That whole process is called divine planning because it requires infinite intelligence to help you to achieve your goals. The step number 5 is in the divine planning. The subconscious mind will attract the right people, the events, the ideas, the opportunities, the situations. They're all coming to you. Step number 6 is take action. These things will come into your life, but if you don't catch them and then you don't take actions, it'll go away. So whenever you are visualizing before you go to sleep, you're telling your subconscious mind, this is what you want. The subconscious mind works all through the night. When you get up in the morning, you get ideas, you attract people into your life, you start getting opportunities. Grab those opportunities, take massive action, and that is how you can achieve the goals. Step number 7 is, in this entire process, you may face obstacles, you may face challenges, you may feel that you're not going to be able to achieve the goal, but the ability to stay resilient and strong and keeping your mindset strong while you are walking towards your goal is probably one of the most important things in goal achievement. Okay? Keep yourself mentally resilient and strong so that creating that attitude of never give up. Now, for that, we need to train our minds. Okay, I'm just going to quickly skip this testimonial. There was a beautiful testimonial where a lady having 18 years of depression. So she was taking some medication and she started following these techniques and she was out of depression. 18 years of severe depression, she was out of it. Okay. Now, the two biggest obstacles for the mind which stop the mind from achieving things is, one is lack of belief and negativity in the mind. So we need to train our minds to deal with these two roadblocks. If we are able to remove these two roadblocks from the mind can literally help you to achieve anything. Now, because we are short in time right here, it is difficult for me to explain how to remove wrong beliefs, how to release negativity from your mind. But this is where I would like to invite all of you, with permission from Dr. V.G. Mohan, to invite you for our 5 a.m. club. I hope that is okay, Dr. V.G. Mohan, to introduce people to the 5 a.m. club. Okay. So I'm just going to share with all of you the YouTube link, which you can connect with, you can subscribe to. And this is a completely free initiative. There's no money charged for this. You can join us every 5 a.m. in the morning, where I will share with you how to keep your mind positive at all times, how to release all the negativity from the mind which can ever come to you. Okay. So you can go to YouTube and subscribe to this channel and also keep the notifications on, with which you'll always be able to connect and learn techniques to keep your mind positive and powerful. Okay. So with that, I would like to end this session. Deeply grateful to Prabhakarji, first of all, for inviting me here. Deeply grateful to Dr. V.G. Mohan, Madhuraji, Rajaramji, everybody for giving me this opportunity. Prabhakarji, would you like to say a few words before we hand it over to Madhuraji?
Yes, sir, of course. First of all, I'm very thankful to Dr. Mohan Prasad, who had the inclination to invite Sunil ji for this 1 hour session. I'm really grateful that something touched his mind, that touched his genie, that you have to be invited for this program, sir. Two powerful people joining together, I'm very happy about that, sir. I just would like to share to the audience one thing. See, actually, Mr. Sunil Parekh, sir, I came to know about him some 18 months back. It has helped to transform my life, my family, my employees. It is, I was able to identify my purpose of life, and I am moving towards that, which gives me immense happiness. Sunil sir actually wants to touch by 2032, he wants to touch 1 billion people. And his service, what I've seen is, it is selfless service. He is ready to help people change their lives. I will be really happy whoever is attending this program, listening this program. Because of shortage of time, he was not able to share of his, complete knowledge, whatever he wished to share. the wealth of knowledge which he has acquired in this 20 years can't be shared within an hour or so. I humbly request, he is making lot of efforts so that this has to reach a lot of people. Though he says 5 a.m. club, now he is actually sharing his recording in the YouTube. He is having a lot of different types of program. Each program are completely different. Though basic concept is mind, he's sharing the knowledge. So I have seen people getting cured of cancer, or you name any ailment. I can vouch on the thing. Actually, he's next level. He would be sharing some information about theta healing, where he actually seeks the creator himself to heal ailments. Since this program is about ailments, though it may be, as I could see, Dr. Mohan Prasad is very much receptive for this thought of using mind and healing. He's also in the same page. I will be happy he can use wherever possible critical illnesses. He can use the support of Mr. Sunil Parekh to help the patients and make the cure and make this society a better society. Thank you very much for the God, the Creator, connecting me, Dr. through all you people, through Dr. Mohan Prasad and Mr. Sunil Parekh. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Will I proceed, Doctor? Can I?
Yes,
Hello?
please, ma'am. Yes, please, ma'am.
Okay, yes. So I'm sure that so many people's lives are transformed today. Thank you, Dr. Sunil Parekh. Thank you. I would just like to tell a few words about the koshas, or the sheets of the soul, where in the Vedas and in Sanskrit they have these layers of the soul, where it's like petals of a flower. The outermost layer being the Annamaya Kosha, or the physical body, and the Pranamaya Kosha, or the energy body, Manomaya Kosha, which is the emotive part of the koshas, and Vinyanamaya Kosha, which is the next part, which is the wisdom, and the most deepest is Anandamaya Kosha, which is the bliss, happiness, pure happiness, and this unbound happiness is actually closest to God. And that just shows that being very happy and truly happy without any limitations brings us closest to God. And listening to your talk, Sunilji, we have, I think I have, and definitely I'm sure many of us have had a glimpse into this Anandamaya Kosha of ours, and you have given us a purpose and a good journey to embark on. So I too would definitely, request all the viewers to join the 5 AM club, and which is like a selfless service which sir is doing. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful talk today.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Can we disconnect now, ma'am? Thank you so much.
With this, we would like to end today's session, and thank you. And it will be, the session will be over now. Thank you.